Hey, community. Look at here. It's this little special extra content this week. We're going to separate Drag Race a little bit. But it's Drag Race season again. Season 17, which is craziness.
I know. Y'all been watching this for a long time.
Baby.
I said y'all because, it ain't been me.
And off the jump, we'll say R.I.P. to the Vivienne.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was shocking.
That was absolutely shocking.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they've released any additional information, at least at the time of recording, but
not at this time.
Only 32.
Yeah.
Super duper sad.
Yeah.
But the family, and then obviously the broader Drag Race community and family. Yeah, thinking of that, but yeah, that was shocking. But yep, another, it's like clockwork, another season of Drag Queens, and I feel this is the first season where I'm starting to feel old.
See?
Oh.
Literally, I was like, these are some young ass queens.
Mm-hmm. Some of them.
It's just a different drag sphere now. Like, I feel like I'm at a fork in the road. And it ain't the drag that I always completely love. Mm-hmm. And I'm fine with that. Like, leave me behind. That's fine. I'll be all right. But I feel like for some reason, so far at least, I'm like, ooh, this might be the season where Carell's like, damn, I don't know if I'm relating to this as much as I want to. And maybe it's just this group of girls. I don't know. Maybe there's a couple that I'm liking, but it's
interesting.
Like, yeah.
I'm actually excited about this season. Like,
oh really?
Fizz and I literally looked at each other in the counter. We're like, okay, I miss Drag Race. Like, one, I will say right off the bat, the girls are catty. It's gonna be a messy ass season.
That is
true.
Right.
That is true.
And so you automatically see that's gonna be great for this season. Yeah. But the other thing that I like about it is that, like, I feel like for the first time in at least the last 2 seasons, that, like, the girls come out and all of them are kind of like here. Yeah. A couple of them were down here, but for the most part, everyone was here. And I didn't think anybody else was like, boom, that's a standout from the get-go. Mm-hmm. Like, last season,
and maybe that's what I'm feeling. Then
we knew Cynthia Wynn was we had her and Safira were they both came in. They were like, oh, okay, but we knew.
You had the Dewanism there, Symphony Wynn.
No. Nymphia Wynn. Oh, I said Safira. Nymphia and Safira, or whatever her name was. Yeah, but both of them, like, you just knew from the get-go. Right now, I look at this cast and I'm like, I don't know who actually is going to win this season.
Yeah,
at least in the first episode.
That is true.
Yeah,
well, you're right on that, and maybe that's what I'm feeling. That I'm like, it's a slight crunchiness, but in a weird way, that's what you want. You want to see the arc and the growth throughout the season. So maybe I'm prejudging it. We'll see. I'll give it another week.
But also, at the time that we've recorded this, we only saw episode 1, which only showed half of it. Obviously showed all of the runway looks for this week, but it only showed half of the talent show. Which, by the way, I love that they're doing this. That no one's going home like on the first episode, so that you actually get to see at least something of what everybody can bring to this competition. But I 100% agree. Like, just based off of entrance looks alone, I was kind of like, this is cute.
And that's what I was thinking. I was like,
it was cute.
And that's why I was like, I must be in the fork in the road, because I'm like,
no, that has nothing to do with aging out. This is taste level. This is
thank you. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Thank you.
This is taste level. What I will say,
that I agree. From that I definitely agree.
What I will say is that the wig game is on point, but it is everything from the neck below that needs a little bit of work. So, I definitely agree with that.
I did enjoy what's her name? I wrote it down. Lexi Love's look, the kind of the Victoria's Secret kind of look.
Yep.
Yeah,
she might
very
be my
first
sleeper,
one.
low key. I think because she's just a little rough, and it seems like she's a little seasoned.
She's seasoned,
and so,
for sure.
So then I'm like, that's what I like in my drag queen.
Like some seasoning,
one that's been around the block,
Lowry's.
Right? Some seasoned Lowry, some seasoned salt in there. Come on now. And because I feel like what's happening is a lot of the queens now, and rightfully so, this is season 17. for say maybe the first, call it 9-10 seasons, those queens like were before like RuPaul's Drag Race. They were like, they have been out there. They have been in the grind. Yeah. Now it's become almost like the social media of drag, and they haven't really been in that grind of going to the clubs and doing that. At least not some of them. I'm sure they have. And so that's what I still kind of enjoy, is seeing that. And so that's why I probably gravitate towards like Alexi Love, because I'm like, oh no, she been in the grind. Yeah, I like that.
I mean, like most of these girls, because I watched the YouTube Get to Know the Drag Queens. Mm-hmm. Most of these girls are girls who are performing, and they're not like 2 seasons ago where we had like Ice, and they're not the IG girls, but they're not old enough to be like, what's her name, the first girl, Lexi Love, who has been doing this for a long time. Yeah, and that's the part, the crunchiness that I can see, like the one point from like down. You can say, okay, you can see that you've been growing up watching makeup tutorials, but I can see as far as a complete package, you haven't been doing it long enough to know what is your complete package. Yeah. But I think that's one of the things that I'm excited about this season, is because I feel like these girls are hungry to actually win. Like, I don't feel like the girls are here to necessarily be seen, if that makes sense. Okay. The only one that I kind of compete, exactly.
They are here to compete, and I love competing girls.
Same. So I think like we're going to actually see like some growth, and people being like, oh, I need to step it up. I need to step my pussy up, and I need to perform. I need to lip sync. I need to serve a look. I need to serve a challenge, because they want to win. So
and you're starting to even see strategy. Well, number one, they brought back the Rada Queen, which I think is great. And I'm curious to see if this will last longer than the talent show, the first 2 episodes, because that will be a cute, even if it can go half season. I think that would just bring an element of drama that we miss, because queens have got queens of late, with the exception of last season and Plain Jane, which still I think needs her ass beat, but have gotten used to getting on this show, and you know, everything's like, oh sister, I love you, this is family and whatnot. I miss the days where, you know, people got in that untucked and let another bitch have it. So, and
you know who the girl is that season? Corey. The way that they came back and they had a little meeting, they were like, come and talk. So of your group, who do you think that should be in the bottom? Yeah. Say their name. I'm like, y'all ain't shit.
Which one is Corey? Is that on
the black one?
The black one.
Is that on your nerve?
No, that's the other one.
Is Corey King. Oh. She's from
Corey
Boston.
King.
Oh, Corey. Yeah.
She's the one that knows that is, you know, friends with Plain Jane, which I didn't like that name dropping, because if that's not your drag daughter or your drag mother, then you don't need to be riding the coattails of somebody else that was on last season that wasn't that likable. Get out of here. But can I just say, On Your Nerve is from Cleveland, the first ever,
and it shows.
It did, because her looks were artistic.
But I like her.
It was artistic.
I do like her.
But I mean,
gonna stir the pot
I liked her runway presentation, and Rue did too, because not what she wore. What her presentation, how she walked, how she showed up, what she did.
Look, because you saw my eyebrows. I
did, girl. I had to cover it.
And that's part of it, because you saw Safira Cristal from jump. Rue called her Slewfoot and loved it the whole season. So
leaned into
if you
it.
Play with Rue. That's part of the strategy of the game.
Yeah,
but low key, like, I feel like On Your Nerve is going to be that girl that, like, gathers the girls together, because Cleveland don't fuck around. I'm sorry. And I might be from Maple Heights, but we right up in there.
That's how Maple Heights coming out. But close enough.
Baby, because we don't mess up the charade of it all. Like, we don't play around. So I'm very curious to see. I'm hopeful that that her looks get better.
Yes, they have to. They have to.
I got to keep it real. Yeah. And also, if you're from Cleveland, there's not a lot of design talent that is in Cleveland, and it's not really known for their drag. So it's true. it's a desert. So,
Yeah.
you know, like big stars now just not there. Even what's her face from Columbus that was top 3?
Nina West.
Ohio just does not have a lot
Midwest.
of. It's just not a lot of stuff going on.
And she still didn't learn how to sew either. So I said, on your nerd, better learn how to sew too.
That you better hope so.
So, but I
like
Be the change you want to see in the world, bitch. Be the change you want to see in the world.
that part.
And also one quick shout out to Lucky Stars because
I was about to say Lucky Stars has my heart already.
Because she's also I'm sorry, not Lucky Stars. Lena Jo Ray, who is the drag daughter
Lena
of
Jo Ray.
our girl Lux
yes.
London. So glad to see the family
legs.
resemblance coming through.
Won the first challenge right at the gate, bitch. Posed like, I was like, I know
and deserved it. And absolutely
rightfully deserved it.
Speaking of that, did y'all like the squirrel games?
I thought it was cute. I thought it was cute and different. I didn't want to see nobody going back to somebody's house with some old drag queen and Rue on the other side being like, "Oh my god, I'm the doorbell." I need to see all that again. Yeah. I thought this was different.
I love the fact that Pork Chop was the first one to get a pie in the face.
Again, I love it. I love it. They should have put like it should have been like pork or something like in the pie, you know?
Yeah.
It would have been like ham or something like that. Salami.
But you know what? All that's one take though, because like the face though, it's
you ain't
one.
about to redo this.
No. So,
but let's go
I thought
back
that
to
was
Lucky
really
Stars. Lucky Stars, because I was going to bring her up as well. But go ahead, Boo.
Because I feel like out of all the queens, she's the one that's at least very hungry. Because like she has a backstory where she's like, I gotta win some cash, and she might be the most different of the group. She's not the look girl. She's gonna like do something different. Even though I like the entrance look better than like the pizza look. Mm-hmm. And I know Jerome don't like it because the silliness of the lemonade, that was funny to me. So I was like, okay, at least it's something a little different than just the look queens, the makeup, and all that stuff. So that's what I kind of look for anymore. Because it's like, after you've seen just so many drag queens that look good, like, what the fuck else you bring in that's going to be just a little off kilter? Because that's what drag was. It's like, push the envelope. Off kilter a little bit. Yeah.
Let me just say, I was surprised. I'm sorry. I was just surprised to find out that she was not Nina Bonina Brown's drag daughter. Because she gave similar energy. And that was a little bit before your time, Jarrell. But Nina Bonina Brown was the one that was the first one on Drag Race to do like the crafty kind of like paper mache kind of like looks and things like that. And she ate her season up. She had an inner saboteur that brought her down, but like she is a fan favorite. She's still out there doing her stuff. Like I follow her on Instagram, and like she still is out there, and she's still performing, and she's still doing looks and all that kind of fun stuff. But they have a very similar aesthetic. It's crafty. It's very not crafty in a it don't. Well, I'm gonna say this. I know Jarrell's not gonna feel the same way, but crafty in a it don't look good kind of way, but crafty and this is an artistic expression kind of way, and this is different kind of drag than the glammed up drag that you're used to seeing. And I
need to know what the fuck you expressing, okay? Because I ain't get it. And if you're supposed to be expressing something, I'm supposed to understand something. And message not received. Okay, all it gave was a old box of Crayola crayons, and I said, "What is that? What is this?" You
when
know
they melt together,
bitch. Okay. You know how like there's always that one person that be talking loud all the time, and they be barking for no reason. That was what her aesthetic is giving. It's loud for no reason because we ain't got nothing else. And the whole lemonade thing, we didn't see people skirting shit out of their titties before, okay? We seen that dumb bitch who got that sperm costume who was throwing bologna out of her fucking belly, but out of like, we didn't see that level of dumb already. It wasn't groundbreaking for me. I agree with Carell. I would agree with Carell. It was different than the other girls.
Because if I had one more girl rapping on the track, oh my God.
I absolutely, I give her that grace. But the pizza was lopsided. It looked like one of those old Jack's pizzas from fucking Walmart that just don't cook evenly to begin with. And it looked like the cheese was old and fake. So it definitely was just not it. I just know.
It was giving vegan cheese.
I give her a pass because of her backstory, and I applaud her for the
Everyone got a
sacrifices
story.
that she had. No, I know everybody has a story, but let me give her flowers and without them getting cut off. Thank you.
They could be daisies.
They can be, and they are. They can be tulips as well, which are my favorite.
And dandelions. Yeah,
So-
that's cute.
But for someone who had to step away from drag for an entire year because you had, your father had a tragic accident and was a breadwinner for the family, and now your entire family is living in a 1-bedroom apartment of a family member, to be able to get that call and within a period of maybe 3 or 4 weeks pull whatever it is that she was pulling together for this, I have to say kudos to her, and I appreciate what she is doing. I just hope that what we saw already is not it. I hope we can see more, because I do believe that she has the potential to actually wow us with her creativity.
Because here's what I like. When you see queens like that, she just doesn't have money right now.
Yeah.
So she comes on this. She might not even win the season. Give her 2 more years to get out there, get some coin and tour. Those are going to be the queens that's going to be dope in All Stars, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's where my brain goes. That I'm like,
think of like Evie Oddly,
1,000%,
or even Benina Brown. Like, these are some of the queens that just did not have a lot and didn't have the sewing skills. But what I appreciate about these kind of kooky, quirky, crafty queens, I got all that out. How I don't even know.
I'm girl, look.
But what I
almost
said,
say their names.
I'm not. I thought you were going to say it again. Like, but what I do appreciate about them is that they're showing a different kind of drag than what we're used to seeing, because I think people think drag is within this lane. It's like glamour. It is, performance. It is pageant. It is, high fashion. But there is also
qualification of it. Now.
There is craftiness in there, and there is an aesthetic. Now, there's a way to do it and do it so that it lands.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. I agree, 1,000%. I understand there's different types of drag queens. I don't like them all, but I did not like what I saw the first. Yeah. I liked her talent better than the entry and the runway.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What y'all think about Susie too? It's
the 90s pencil eyebrows for me. It's the 90s pencil eyebrows for me. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. But I'm also
the
like,
code moment.
It's the
baby.
That was good. That was good.
That was super clever and very memorable.
Super.
And I will say that Michelle Visage clocked her already, because she said that face.
Yeah.
She said it with her whole chest.
She really
she
really
wasn't
did.
playing either.
She said she took it off, and I wanted her to put it back on. I was
like,
and low key, like, I get the inspiration. I get that this is 1920s inspired, blah, 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 blah. My hope is that we see better execution, because even in the look, the eyebrows was a little crunchy. It was not as blended as it could have been. You could see her hair from underneath the kitten wig. So I'm like, if you're going to do it, you need to make it clean.
Yes.
Yeah. I have a feeling that she's not going to win for a few more weeks if she's still around.
No. I was surprised that she won, to be honest with you. Because even
I
with the
wasn't
Morse
just
code
because...
it was the gamification of it.
Well, but I don't know, because the other girl was doing the exact same shit she had been doing her talent show.
Oh, you mean
the sexy dancing?
She did. Yeah, she literally did the
one note.
exact same. It was one note, and it stayed up here, and it was just the same thing. It wasn't even up here. It was just it was the same thing from there, and it just stayed there.
It was cute.
To Carell's point of being like, if I see another
cute.
girl dance and lip sync to another, like she did
Throw
the same
that
thing.
ponytail one more time.
That's literally what
She's
she
gonna
did.
get on my nerves this season. I feel like there's something that rubs me the wrong way with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
I think there's something. I think there's something kitschy, but I think what you all are circling around is if it is one note, it's going to get tired really quickly. It's like Sugar and Spice from or any other queen that they can't get. They can't. Here's. Let me take it. Let me put this down. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. These queens get on this show and think that being cute is a talent. and it ain't.
Right.
Y'all need to have personality. You need to have levels, and you need to have a deep understanding that this is a goddamn TV show. It ain't here for you to look cute. So when you do that, guess what? Us as viewers, we get very uninterested. Yeah, your face, your outfit was cute, but you need to go. So I'm looking for the personality, because when it gets to the challenges, when you 2 and 3 episodes in, that's when that cuteness stuff, people get real tired of it real quick.
That's true.
And she back.
All right, and that's on what Mary had a little So I guess out of this group, anyone that's a front runner right now? Obviously, we got to see episode 2 to see the rest of them, but honestly, I mean, we didn't even talk about the Asian of LA or whatever she called herself.
Joella, girl.
No, girl. We ain't got to talk about her. She's gonna be gone. She's gonna be gone.
You in danger. You in danger.
We don't need to talk about Katy Perry either. That was a forgettable person on this. She looked gorgeous, by the way. But here's what happened with this episode. She thought that Worldwide Woman was going to be a massive hit, that shit ain't did nothing. So we sitting there watching that dance this song ain't it.
And why are you here? I will say
I appreciate that she gave feedback to all the girls. I will say that she went back and she was like...
She did.
So,
she softballed
each of you did it. But I mean, she still gave them something because they got nothing from the judges.
True.
Right? Yeah. So I at least I appreciate that aspect of it.
And she was very kind to Joella.
Well, she had to be with that storyline.
So
why was she crying so hard? If you like already cool with Katy Perry or somebody, why are you crying that hard still? That's what I kept thinking. I was like, bitch, why you crying? And you have all these pictures that popped up on the screen with Katy Perry. You don't seen her. Maybe I get the first time that's your idol. Cool.
Yeah,
you making it sound like y'all cool.
I was just sitting here. Girl? I was literally sitting here thinking, and I kind of talked myself out of it, because I was going to say, well, maybe she's smart enough to know that this is a TV show and this is a way to get airtime, but I don't think she's that smart. So I think that she she had a moment, and the camera crew did a Jerry Springer or a Maury Povich and ran up on her and caught her in the corner crying and whatnot. Because usually them chicks, when they start crying, they run out of the workroom. But this bitch went in the corner. Like, girl, what is you doing?
What is you doing?
One girl that has that I want to have, that I will have my eye on, that kind of didn't quite go completely under the radar, but didn't quite stand out, is Sam Starr. This is Trinity, the drag daughter of Trinity the Tuck, the pageant girl from Texas.
She's gonna rub me the wrong way too.
We will see. That's why I'm like, I want to have my eye on her, because I'm very curious to see how she is going to deliver.
Americana for me.
See, for me, and to answer Carell's question, I honestly, I'm leaning Lexi Love just a little bit, even though we didn't see her talent yet. Mm-hmm. There was just something about the entrance and the runway that I was just like, I'm intrigued a little bit more from Essie. But though I dragged her, Lucky Stars is the only one that I felt like, again, I agree, did something completely different. It was the same thing, completely different. But again, I want to see this talent before I can say it's her. Yeah. But everyone else, for the most part, like we said at the beginning, no one is like up here.
No.
Like everyone, for the most part, any of the top 2, 3, 4, whatever, they all on the same level. Ain't nobody edging nobody out.
Whoever that person is, send Dolly on home.
I didn't even
That's
write
another
her.
one. Joella and Dolly, bye.
What was her name? Acacia Forgot, because we did.
Acacia Forgot.
Brilliant name, but
the
she lives up to her name. She lives up to her name.
You right.
That's my sis.
It's like there she is.
See, I took
Peter.
Baby.
That is you, like from Hook.
Baby, I took my foot off the gas and she said, we going 90.
She said, RuPaul's Drag Race.
Start your engine.
Vroom, ho.
I am curious to see how messy Corey King is going to be this season. I got a sense that she is more mouth than talent. So I'll be very curious to see.
And the
Which
wig
was also very her sister, her friend playing Jane.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. So community, you know us. We will be on Drag Race every week, and this is going to be kind of maybe we're trying out different formats this year. You know, it's a 2025, just trying shit out. Let's see if it sticks. But yeah, so we'll probably try to put these out a little sooner, a little quicker each week.
Yes.
But let us know in the comments who you rooting for, who are you liking so far. Obviously, it's just one episode, but anyone that stands out, doesn't stand out, forgettable, and all that good stuff. But until the next episode, we will see you then.
Be a tulip, not a dandelion.
Be a tulip and not a dandelion. That's the header right there.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Took me out with that.